What do you do in your free time? That's an interesting one for me. If I had free time, I'd be happy to tell you. Uh, it amazes me the amount of time that people have to indulge and just lay around. Honestly, I don't really understand it. Um, you know, I watch people. I watch people. Watch these football games and basketball games, and dude, I just don't understand how you could have 2 plus hours to sit down on a couch and stare at a screen for 2 plus hours. I don't understand uh, how people get by with that. And I'm sort of joking about the free time thing because I guess if I take a step back and look at my life, I spend my free time working out, hunting, shooting guns, shooting my bow, stretching, reading, doing all these different things. I just kind of hate what has become the normal for society. So many people go to work and then they get off of work. They come home and they flop down on the couch or the recliner and they stare at a screen for 3 or 4 hours until they go to bed. They essentially become a zombie and they're sedentary, just motionless for just occupied and consuming for hours on end. And then they go to bed, they wake up, and they do it all again the next day. I cannot stand the thought of that. It sickens me. Technology was created so that we could save time in our lives. Technology was designed, to help us get things done faster. And funny enough, it seems that we designate more time to technology than we ever have. Explain that one to me. I personally feel an obligation when I wake up in the morning to be the best that I can be. I feel obligated to be active. The best way I can put it is that I'm a busybody. I feel like I have to constantly pursue something, but that's a blessing. I'm very, very fulfilled doing things, and I'm just not happy sitting down wasting time. It really irritates me when I think about that. Um, I'd like to think of myself as prepared for any situation that I could find myself in. I've already tried to retake this voiceover like 3 times. I've got a lot of thoughts going through my head tonight and kind of struggling to put everything together. But like as a hunter, I need to be as prepared as possible for the hunt. As an athlete, I have to do all the things required to train like an athlete and come into the next session prepared. And a lot of these things go under the radar unnoticed. People make careers out of being athletes. People dedicate 40 to 60 hours a week doing that. Some of us dedicate 40 hours a week to hunting. I'm working as an apprentice electrician, and one day I would like to be a business owner. I would like to create my own business doing electrical work. And so right now I'm dedicating 40 hours a week to my job. And then I dedicate 10 to 15 hours a week of that, additionally to school. And then I come home. I've got training to do. I've got church on Sundays and Wednesdays. I have a family. I'm still living at home with my parents, but I'm a son. I'm an older brother to 2 other siblings. And then after all that, comes in to play with my hobbies. Then, after all of that, I have to consider the fact that I like to hunt and I like to be prepared for the hunt. I like to run. I have to be prepared for the run. I like to train. I have to dedicate time to training. And therefore, it's an endless loop. I am constantly pressed for time. But I guess that's a good thing than, not knowing what to do. But typically when I wake up in the morning, I know what needs to be done, and I'm going to spend my day doing it. And it's not even just a physical thing, and it goes past the first hobbies that come to mind as well. I like to progress as a person. I want to grow. I want more for myself. And that consists of reading and studying. I've got books I want to read. I haven't bought any of these books yet, simply because I'm trying to save money right now, and I don't feel that I would have the time to read them right now anyways. So I'd buy them, and they'd collect dust and probably get looked over and forgotten about. This is going to sound contradicting because I just mentioned, always wanting more for myself, and just trying to progress as a person. But within that, I have to teach myself how to be content with where I'm at and not desiring more, materially speaking. I've dove pretty deep into some, I guess the word is psychology. No. Philosophy. That's the word I was looking for. I've dove pretty deep into some philosophy and, read into some Stoicism and all that. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Picked up that book, I guess 2 years ago. That book was a life changer. And so, I have to teach myself how to overcome emotions and be happy with what I have. Gosh, dude, I'm tired right now. But don't be normal, man. The world tries to push on you that you always need more, that the next car or the next purchase is going to give you something that you're missing. And the truth is that it won't. What you're missing is probably yourself. If you can get away from everything and spend more time being active, it amazes me. It amazes me how many people cannot sit in silence with their thoughts. Nobody can drive without music. Nobody can sit down and just look out the window. Nobody can even eat their food by themselves without getting out their phone. I fall victim to that as well sometimes. But I definitely have the capacity to do so, to sit down and eat my food without getting on my phone. It amazes me. Yesterday, I passed somebody on the road, and they had their phone on some kind of mount directly above their steering wheel. I mean, straight up on top of their dash. And it had to be blocking at least like 30% of the road because they had a good sized phone, and is that what we've came to, guys? That we have to have this device planted in front of our faces, while we're driving? What kind of world do we live in? Why do we always have to consume so much? This is what I don't understand. Why do we have to consume? Consume. We go to work, and then we come home, we sit down, and we watch TV. We watch TV and we eat, and then we go to bed. And I'm here to tell you that there is a better life than that. Pick up some hobbies, do some training, do some running, do some hunting, do some stretching, do some reading, do anything other. Do some yard work. Wash the dishes. Pick up, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's more to life than TV, people. Try to build yourself into somebody that you would try to build yourself into somebody that, could never be wronged or could never be in the wrong. I know that's sort of a foolish statement because we're all going to make mistakes. But if you can stand on honor and you can stand on love and kindness and grace and discipline and integrity, you're going to be one heck of a person. Build yourself into a person of character. That's what you need to spend your free time doing. And if you can become enveloped with that, there's not really a whole lot of free time because you're always going to be dedicating yourself to bettering yourself. I don't know. That's going to wrap it up for tonight. I did 40 pull-ups, a few sets of deadlifts, and some squats. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow.